NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And his first pass is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Play action. Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. incomplete to Stephon Diggs.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down at Stafford. It's brought in by Harris. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have pegged it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Setting down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 41. What a to start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford down to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give running right is Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip. Now a
play fake it at Stafford. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. Going up top for Kupp.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Mixon with a first down and more. And how about that for just running out the clock? And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now here's Mahomes. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Mixon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard down. So now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, completes a Kupp. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41.
Nagar's kick is good.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
To the air again, Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And Diggs has it. Touchdown, Rams. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
It's a run with Akers.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
On 1st down, Mixon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
136 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, Mixon. Oh, some strong running. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times the play...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. He was almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
They run for it with Carson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They go play action now. Wilson. That is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, you block over here. SOS. Hey, check back. Back one.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Snap comes at 1. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hey, watch 12, watch 12. Here we go. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They go play action with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball, deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this This is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Flushed out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him started at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game, I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, check. Lefty. Hey, zero.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On the delay, here's Carson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Good track.
On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, a nice grab by Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Motion man. Get 300.
On first down, Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Here's Carson. And he'll go down at the 28. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man. Because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw is Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. Rodgers throwing here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Green Bay, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take